Well, hey y'all, and welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I'm Susan, your hostess, and I'm out in our victory garden, y'all. We have got the majority of it planted now. There's a few areas that we are replanting because the seed did not come up, but we have got the majority of it planted. These are the Louisiana purple pied green beans on this first set of trellises. I do see that I need some seed in a couple of spots out here on this trellis. And my husband replanted some cucumber seed because the other seed was probably old and didn't germinate. Our tomato plants back here are doing very good. They're full of blooms. So that means we should be getting some tomatoes in shortly. And we have sweet basil planted at each end of the row. And then in between our plants, I'm going to show you our wild goose peas, and they're coming up. Those are vining, so they're going to vine in between our tomato plants. Very good companion plants for our tomatoes with the basil and the peas. So this row here, I do believe, is the Amish paste. We do have ant problems in our area. Look at that. Lots and lots of ants working out here. I'm going to try not to disturb them. This back section here, my husband wants to put greens in. And so we'll probably be getting some greens in here soon. And I'm probably going to have to get out here and give this tomato plant some tender loving care. I've got some yellow leaves on it here at the end. There is that tulip poplar. And y'all, the flowers are just about gone. It was a beautiful tree while it lasted that long. We have little blackberries. These are the wild blackberries that grow on our property. So those are coming in. And here are our big beef master tomato plants. I need to get out here and do some weeding. It's actually very nice today. I don't know if I'll be able to get out here this evening or not. We're probably expecting more rain. This is where we have planted okra. And our hot jalapenos are blooming. There is a beautiful bloom right there. So we bought 6 of those. We bought a 6-pack of that. And then I threw seed in here. And this is hyssop. Anise hyssop. But there's also seed in here. I'm hoping germinates, and I will be able to tell what is my herb and what is not. This is the lemon balm. It has really began to spread. The older 2 plants are doing very, very well. And our chocolate mint is doing well. There is the catnip. Again, I'm going to have to come out here and look, but this is where I planted parsley seed. And this one has mammoth basil in it. I'm hoping that I can differentiate once they get a little bigger. It does look like I've got some basil right there coming up. I got to get out here and do some weeding in this bed, but I do have some elephant garlic there. I've got another scape or 2 that I need to come out here and collect. And we planted some hot bouquets with that. This has sage in it, but I'm not seeing the sage yet. There might be a little bit right there. Okay, I see a little bit over here. So this is going to be broadleaf sage. This will have thyme in it, and I do think I see a little bit of thyme coming up. That looks like, this looks like it might be thyme right there. So we're going to be getting some thyme in there. This is our mammoth dill, and I'm seeing a lot of dill in here. That one especially, you can tell it's dill. This one will be Italian oregano. This is some more sage. This is sage that we bought from the Amish community. And sweet jalapeno. We planted red potatoes that we had bought from the store, and it is starting to come in. And of course, this is one of my weird container growing areas. I need to attach the weird container growing to this video. So there's potatoes growing there. I'm happy to see the potatoes coming up. I can't eat them as much as my husband because I'm diabetic, but he's diabetic, but he's on a different kind of medication. I can't take the medication. And we got a volunteer seed of some sort coming up in here with our potatoes. Who knows what that is? And then I bought 2 calendulas from the Amish. So that is calendula. And I look forward to growing that this year and hopefully establishing a bed of calendula. The tansy is doing very, very well. This is planted in our garden to kind of keep the mosquitoes at bay, so we're hoping that works. My husband also got out here and he planted some purple hull peas in this area. So that's all purple hull peas. We purchased some more Amish paste tomatoes. I think we got 10 plants. And then we planted some basil with that. We also got a purple basil, which I have never grown. So we're hoping that does well. And it's right there. So sweet basil with the Amish paste. And then in between we planted some more of those wild goose peas. So you see the dirt there mounded up. So we have pretty much filled in this part of the garden. Our raspberries are bouncing back. We've got 2 there. It looks like one may or may not make it, is right in there by that red piece of plastic. So we're hoping that next year they'll be more established. We're going to get in here and probably mulch this whole area to keep their roots nice and moist. And we've got a volunteer flower right there, I do believe. And there is the last raspberry bush. This may be some sunflowers or something that we planted here last year. It in the frame, there it is. That is the eucalyptus tree that we planted. We've got 7 of them on our property. We've got actually 6 places, but 7 trees. You can see a lot of leaves from our roses are on the ground because we had a huge rain come through over the last week and knocked a lot of the buds off, but our flowers are really, really blooming. And I'm going to get out here probably this evening and deadhead this so more roses will produce. They smell so good, y'all. We had a little bit of a blackberry winter for a few days. It was rainy and cold, and the temperatures dipped down, I think, in the lower 50s for a couple of days. But y'all, it didn't stop our blackberries. Look at there. We're going to buy some netting to try to keep the birds off of our blackberries this year, and hopefully we can get it before they ripen. Our straw bell pepper bed is doing very well. My husband got out here and shored up the edges of the straw bells to keep them from disintegrating and the plants falling over, and we'll be staking them as needed. And these stakes that you see here, we bought those from the Amish for 60 cents a piece, y'all. Unbelievable how inexpensive that was. This is supposed to be an eggplant, but I'm beginning to wonder if it was mislabeled because I have never seen a vining eggplant. So we'll see what that turns out to be in those 3 buckets there. And this is some more sweet bell peppers. My husband went to Dollar Tree and bought all the little spinners to put out in our flower bed this year. So we're excited to see those. My bad. I thought this was eggplant, and it is butternut squash. Oh my gosh. And I don't know if they got any more eggplant over there or not, but we thought we were buying eggplant that day. So we're going to have to stake these up. I hope they do well because we had vine borers last year that really tore up all of our squash. And this is our celery. We are going to have a good harvest of celery, I do believe. We have another tansy in this area as well. Our potatoes and garlic is doing very, very well. All 6 of these fire rings are planted in potatoes and garlic. Some of it is the elephant garlic, and some of it is the garlic that I received from a friend, Miss Jan at Simply Jan Homestead. Here is our strawberry plant. Let's look inside. Do we have a strawberry? Yes, we have a red strawberry down here. Look at that. So that one is ready to pick. Yum, yum. Look at all the blooms. We have cayenne peppers planted in these red mineral buckets. And we have Tabasco in these 2. We have hot bananas down here. These are hot banana peppers. There are our carrots. They're doing wonderful. I might be harvesting them before too much longer. This is part of our weird container growing area. And we've got onions that we planted last year. We've got asparagus, and we've got a fresh bucket of onions that I just planted. I bought the bunching onions from the Amish, and they're all planted in this bucket, so we're going to hope that they come up. And I'm hoping that my ginger root comes back this year. The flowers are looking beautiful.